Day 148, Sunday, May 7th. Numbers 1. Numbers 1:1-54 NKJV. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of meeting, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel, by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who are able to go to war in Israel. You and Aaron shall number them by their armies. And with you there shall be a man from every tribe, each one the head of his father's house. These are the names of the men who shall stand with you. From Reuben, Elitzur the son of Shadur. From Simeon, Shalumiel the son of Zurishaddai. From Judah, Nashon the son of Amminadab. From Issachar, Nethanel the son of Zur. From Zebulun, Eliab the son of Helon. From the sons of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elishama the son of Ammihud. From Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. From Benjamin, Avidan the son of Gideoni. From Dan, Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. From Asher, Pagiel the son of Ochran. From Gad, Eliasaph the son of Duel. From Naphtali, Aharah the son of Enan. These were chosen from the congregation, leaders of their fathers' tribes, heads of the divisions in Israel. Then Moses and Aaron took these men who had been mentioned by name, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they recited their ancestry by families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, each one individually. As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. Now the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. From the children of Simeon, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, of those who were numbered, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Simeon were 59,300. From the children of Gad, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Gad were 45,650. From the children of Judah, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Judah were 74,600. From the children of Issachar, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Issachar were 54,400. From the children of Zebulun, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400. From the sons of Joseph, the children of Ephraim, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500. From the children of Manasseh, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200. From the children of Benjamin, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Benjamin were 35,400. From the children of Dan, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Dan were 62,700. From the children of Asher, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Asher were 41,500. From the children of Naphtali, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Naphtali were 53,400. These are the ones who were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron numbered, with the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each one representing his father's house. So all who were numbered of the children of Israel, by their father's houses, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war in Israel, all who were numbered were 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered among them by their father's tribe, for the Lord had spoken to Moses, saying, Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel. But you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, over all its furnishings, and over all things that belong to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings. They shall attend to it and camp around the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle is to go forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall set it up. The outsider who comes near shall be put to death. The children of Israel shall pitch their tents, everyone by his own camp, everyone by his own standard, according to their armies. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, that there may be no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep charge of the tabernacle of the testimony. Thus the children of Israel did, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so they did. Daily Deep Dive. Introduction to the Book of Numbers. The Book of Numbers is the fourth book of the Pentateuch. The Hebrew title of the book is In the Wilderness, which makes sense because it covers the period of desert wandering prior to the death of Moses and prior to the people entering the Promised Land. The English title of Numbers is a reflection of the two census takings in chapters 1 and 26. While the book of Leviticus that we just finished focused on the contrast between clean and unclean, the book of Numbers contrasts God's faithfulness with Israel's faithlessness. God is faithful to his covenant promises and Israel continues to grow into a numerous people, while Israel grumbles, rebels, even refusing to enter the Promised Land. Moses is certainly an author of the book, but priests may have contributed as well. When the tribes encamped, the arrangement was north side, Asher, Dan, and Naphtali, west side, Manasseh, Ephraim, and Benjamin, east side, Issachar, Judah, and Zebulun, south side, Simeon, Reuben, and Gad. Tribe of Levi encircled the tabernacle, Numbers 153, as a protective layer around God's holy presence. The UCG reading plan states, Numbers doesn't sound like an interesting name for a book of the Bible. But don't let that fool you. The name of the book, translated from its title in the Greek Septuagint, comes from the first counting or numbering of Israel, which takes place 13 months after the Exodus from Egypt. Take a census of all the congregation of all the children of Israel. Verse 2. Yet Numbers is not filled with endless genealogies, as one might expect. Quite the contrary, it contains a great deal of interesting information on the people of Israel as God leads them out into the wilderness, i.e., a wild, uninhabited land. Indeed, The Hebrew name for the book is Bamidbar, taken from the first words in the book, translated into English as in the wilderness. Herein they are taught principles, lessons and even doctrine. Moreover, the book of Numbers reports on many of God's miraculous acts that are mentioned nowhere else. Furthermore, it is filled with many parallels, pictures, or symbolic representations of Jesus Christ. The priesthood and tabernacle service anticipates his ministry. The focus is on the wilderness because previous revelations of the Lord had been given to Moses on Mount Sinai. The book of Numbers covers the remaining 39 years of the 40-year history of the Israelites in the wilderness. Only 11 of the tribes of Israel were numbered, a total of 603,550 men who were able to go to war. The numbering, or census, was conducted by tribal leaders, each head of the house of his father's tribe. Because of their tabernacle duties, the Levites were not included in this numbering for battle. Verse 47. The Levites were instructed to make camp near and around the tabernacle, and all others were to keep their distance on pain of death. End. Verse 3. We will reference this scripture as we dissect later verses in our study. It's useful for determining the approximate ages of individuals, for example David when he killed Goliath. A number of commentaries also bring out that older men, who were not able to go to war, would have been excluded, although no hard set age is indicated in this scripture. Verse 5, it's always best when God selects leaders to serve as he sees the heart. These men were appointed by God to help Moses with this large task. Verse 18, John Gill's commentary states, the people declared their pedigrees, of what tribe, family, and house they were, who their parents, when born, and so, of course, how old they were. Jarchi interprets it, they brought the books of their genealogies, and witnesses to confirm the birth of every one of them, to show their genealogy according to their tribe. Nor is it at all unlikely that every family and house, or master thereof, kept a register of those born to him in it, whereby their age could be ascertained as well as pedigree. It continues, that is, every tribe gave an account of the families in it, every family what houses were in it, and every house what number of males were in it, and of what age, and such were numbered who were 20 years old and upward. End. Verses 20 to 46. Reuben, 46,500. Simeon, 59,300. Gad, 45,650. Judah, 74,600. Issachar, 54,400. Zebulun, 57,400. Ephraim, 40,500. Manasseh, 32,200. Benjamin, 35,400. Dan, 62,700. Asher, 41,500. Naphtali, 53,400. All of these tribes totaling to 603,550. The largest two tribes of the brothers by a pretty large margin, not counting Levi, were Judah, 74,600, and Joseph, 72,700.